to my channel. It's your girl Shan, and today I'm bringing you a girl talk video. I haven't done a girl talk in the longest time, and I felt like, especially in the summer, we need this. I asked you on Instagram to send me your questions and dilemmas. If you want to get involved in a video like this in the future, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I also created a curious cat for you guys to be able to send me things completely anonymously, and I should have done that before because that's where the real tea's at today. So let's get into it ASAP. I'm going to start off with something super simple. This girl asked, Shay, does me not compromising some things for my friends make me a bad friend? Now, first of all, the answer is no. It doesn't make you a bad friend. When you talk about compromising, you didn't give that much detail, but some type of compromising is, for example, if you said for yourself, you want to be waking up at 6 a.m. every day. That means you need to sleep at like 8 or 9 p.m. the night before. Now, if your friends are asking you to go to the club and you have that goal for yourself and you tell them, no, I can't go to the club because I have to be asleep at a certain time, and you're not going to compromise on that, that doesn't make you a bad friend. The issue with compromising, especially if you do it often, is that it starts to breed resentment. Like, let's say, for example, in this situation, yes, you had a plan to wake up at 6 a.m., but you still decided to go to the club with them. You compromised and you actually went to the club with them. And then your alarm rings at 6 a.m. and you feel horrible and you feel groggy because you only got to back home at like 2 a.m. You had 4 hours of sleep, and then your whole day is ruined. And then if that keeps on happening, you realize my days are being ruined by these friends of mine because I'm compromising with them so much, and you start to breed this resentment and you start to literally feel angry every time you talk to them because they're making your life so difficult. But in reality, it's not them. It's about you. You need to set a boundary, and sometimes, yes, it's okay to compromise, but doing it so often is disrespectful to yourself, and then it also hurts you in the long run. In your question, you did clarify that it's only some things you don't compromise on, and I would hope that everyone has some things in their life that they do not compromise on, and that's just about having boundaries as an individual. Long story short, it doesn't make you a bad friend, and if your friends are giving you a hard time about compromising, then have a real adult conversation with them and ask them why it's so hard for them to respect your boundaries. So the next entry I have here is quite lighthearted as well. This girl is asking, girl, can't get my navel piercing to heal fast. Now, if you guys saw, I posted a reel about me getting my belly button pierced. That's a navel, it's also called a navel piercing. And I got it pierced in December, and it's only now in, I want to say end of June, July, that I'm actually it stopped bothering me. Belly button piercings can take up to a year to fully heal. So girl, this heal fast you're talking about, girl. When I got mine done, it hurt, I want to say, for maybe like a week and a half. And by hurt, I mean just feeling it. You know, when you're touching, you're like, ooh. That was only for like a week and a half. But after that, it didn't necessarily hurt when I touched it. But I did get crusties. If you get a lot of piercings, then you know what crusties are. I got crusties for I want to say 4 months, maybe 5. And it's only now that I don't have any more crusties, and I feel like it's maybe 95% healed. The key is just to not touch it. Make sure to clean it every time you shower. Spray it with disinfectant, especially in the early stages of the piercing. As long as it's clean, you'll be good. Also, avoid tight clothing during the first few months of you getting a belly button piercing. Loose clothing, make sure it's clean, and you will be good, girl. 1 year is a long time, so healing fast isn't really an option, but it's just about having patience, and they're so cute, so it's really worth it. Just have patience and it will be fine. Okay, so this question is about revenge. Let's get into it. I genuinely don't believe in karma. I believe in revenge. I believe in getting back at people and having them feel exactly what I felt. Some may call that being a psychopath. I genuinely don't care. I'm tired of people walking all over me and thinking it's okay. How do you deal with someone doing you wrong? Girl, same. I love revenge. If we're being honest, revenge is, there's nothing better than getting back at someone and just being like, sucks to suck. Revenge feels amazing. And if I'm being for real, I used to be a very revengeful person. I loved getting my lick back. Then I realized that that satisfaction that you get from getting revenge is a very short-lived feeling. In my mind, for somebody to be hurting your feelings or provoking you, I feel like they're trying to provoke you to get a reaction. And that's something that I've realized most people aren't even, you know, really beefing you for real, but they just want to provoke you and get a reaction out of you because that's what makes them happy, so that they can have more stuff to talk about. That's what they want. They, the DJ Khaled, they. That's what they want. They want a negative reaction out of you, and that is really, like, at least for me, that's not in my character. I am not an angry person. I am not a negative person. Yes, I can be a hater at times. Who isn't? But it's not something that I exude. It's not like who I am as a person. So for people to try and really drag anger and negativity out of you, you allowing that is you letting them win. Why are you giving them what they want? You're not their friend. Why are you giving them what they want? You asking me, how do you deal with someone when they do you wrong? You give them nothing, because they want you to beg and cry and be angry and be upset. You give them nothing. If somebody does you wrong, do not give them sadness. You're my whole world, da, da, da. Even though that's how it may feel. It may feel horrible inside, but that's what they want to see. They want to see that they have that power over you to make you feel bad, to ruin your day. They want to see that they have that power. Do not give it to them. And you not having that reaction that they want you to have, they will hate it so much, and you will literally see them dying inside because they wanted a reaction from you and you didn't give it to them. And that's the best thing you can do. Okay, so I have a coochie question. My little brackets big vajayjay area is very dark, like around, inside and outside. It makes me unsure of wearing shorts, because like I'm wearing shorts and in between my legs is dark. It's so weird because I'm also really light skinned. Should I seek professional help? One more thing, I don't like its smell. After a shower, I can smell neutral, but then by the end of the day, it smells horrible. I use wipes after peeing. I don't stain my underwear, etc. I think I have ass in there. I don't know what she meant by that, but I have things that look like pimples every time I let the hair grow out for a bit. Okay, thank you for this question. Now, you saying it's so weird, let me just correct you right now. It is not weird. What you're experiencing, a lot of women and girls experience the same thing, but most especially people of color tend to be darker in like more intimate areas. So you having a darker coochie is completely normal and completely fine. If it's maybe hyperpigmentation from like ingrown hairs or like things like that, you can seek professional help. There's this woman that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Dr. Ewoma. I believe that's her name. And she has really good skin recommendations. And she recently talked about how laser hair removal actually really helped the hyperpigmentation in her coochie area. So that could be an option for you. Also, a lot of people say that waxing is really, really good. Just don't use razors. Razors are like really bad. They cause ingrown hairs. They irritate the skin. Don't use razors. If you can get waxing, I feel like that will help. I want to deep dive into another part of this question where you said after a shower it can smell neutral, but by the end of the day it smells horrible. Now, coochies are not supposed to smell like flowers and roses, so I like the fact that you said neutral because it should be a neutral coochie smell. But it's not supposed to smell bad. It's not supposed to smell fishy. It's not supposed to smell horrible. As you said, you use capital letters, horrible. And there are a few things that can be. If it's not itching and burning, then I don't necessarily think it's a bacterial infection, which is one of the reasons why it could smell bad. I don't think that's it. I would possibly suggest changing your underwear. I talked about this in another video, my Clean Girl's Guide to Smelling Amazing. And I spoke about how underwear is super important, especially when it comes to smells in this region. People don't think about it that much. They just feel like underwear is underwear. But your coochie always has a certain level of moisture in it, and then also you're sweating throughout the day. And if you're not wearing absorbent, natural fibers like cotton, then there is nothing absorbing that sweat. So you just have all this moisture in this warm space for extended periods of time, and that breeds bacteria, and bacteria equals a bad smell. So what I would suggest is investing in good underwear. It doesn't have to be expensive. I'm going to link 3 so that any of you guys can try it out. As long as it's cotton underwear and it's absorbent, it should be good. Another reason it could smell bad would be improper diet or lack of certain nutrients in your body. That's why I like to take a multivitamin. This is the multivitamin I take. It's a super simple one. It's a gummy. Most of the time our diets don't have all the nutrients that we need. So having a multivitamin really helps to balance out what you're missing in your body. I don't necessarily use it specifically for my coochie area, but for my health overall. And I suggest everyone takes a multivitamin. You can take this one. I will link it down below if anyone's interested. But just any multivitamin I think is good for overall health. There was a lot in that question, but I really hope I've touched on all the things that you were talking about. So this girl has a good question that I think we can all relate to, and she says, hey, what should a girl do to get out of a 3-month rut for summer? Love, by the way. Thank you so much for writing in. And thank you so much for this question. Now, ruts are so annoying. I think the best and easiest way to get out of one is to sort of switch up your routine. I feel like it's so easy to get stuck in doing the same thing every day. You go to the same place, do the same thing. I think number one that helps me when I'm stuck in a rut is getting outside, just feeling the sun on my skin. I don't know, there's just something magical. This is, Mother Nature. It just releases these really good, chemicals in your brain, and it makes you happier. So just getting outside is step number 1. Number 2, I would recommend doing some sort of exercise, either going to the gym. If you have a gym membership, going for walks outside have been really good for me. Especially, I like to go in the evenings. It's not hot, I'm not sweating. It's just a very pleasant experience being outside. But then I'm also walking and, getting the exercise that I need for the day. If you're not really into sports and physical activity, or maybe you can't participate in sports and physical activity, just having other hobbies that you can do in the house, for example, drawing, painting, crocheting. I have been trying out crocheting. I'm not the best at it. I'm still a beginner, but I think once I have I make an actual piece, I'll definitely show you guys. But right now I'm actually into painting, and that's why I want to actually introduce the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. I've been doing this painting class on Skillshare for about 3 weeks, I want to say. It keeps me busy and I'm not doom scrolling on my phone. I actually have something to look forward to. And for those of you who don't know what Skillshare is, let me break it down. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by industry experts in things like film, painting, crochet. You can do craft, you can do entrepreneurship, finance, literally so many types of classes on Skillshare. I like that you can use Skillshare if you're a hobbyist like myself who just wants to learn new things just to make their life more interesting, such as crafts and things like that. But you can also use this if you are someone in school or you're at a job and you want to upgrade your skills. You can also use Skillshare for that. They're always adding new classes to the platform, so you can find things ranging from beginner level in what you want to do to advanced level. I was doing a crochet class for beginners, and hopefully with time I can find one for intermediate and hopefully advanced in the future. All the lessons I've taken have been concise and digestible. The classes are visual and nice. It makes the learning experience enjoyable. I also like that you have different language captions, so if you know French, they can have captions in French. I know a lot of people who watch me are students and also just young people who are looking to live their best life. So being able to develop your hobbies is one of those things that is super good to do, and I'm so happy that Skillshare has given me this opportunity. The first 500 people to use the link in my description will get a 1-month free trial on Skillshare. So go ahead and click that link. Let's develop ourselves. I feel like this is so good and I love Skillshare. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Okay, Here we go. So I've been dating my boyfriend for 1.5 years. I love the person he is, but sometimes he can get controlling from the clothes I wear or get upset when I go for lunch with any of my guy friends. Lately it's been annoying me, and also sometimes I'm really not that physically attracted to him. Do you think that's a big thing for a relationship, physical attraction? Anyways, all of these and others are leading me to think I love him as a person and I'm not in love with him. This is a safe space. Thank you for sharing this with me, right? I'm gonna ask you a question, but this is not judgment as I'm asking this, right? This is love, right? Just a question. From what I'm understanding, you're letting an ugly guy control you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Girl, already you had me at sometimes he controls the clothes I wear. Excuse me. You're a grown woman. You know how to look in the mirror and decide what you feel most confident in and what you like to wear as fashion to express yourself. It's 2024. Wear what makes you happy, what you feel most confident in, what is most appropriate for wherever you're going. Simple as. I'm always seeing these TikToks and they make me laugh. Why is it that sometimes guys like to get with girls who are, you know, they dress a certain way, they look a certain way, they probably go out a lot, and then they get with a girl and they try to make her stop doing those things. The controlling thing to me is like, I can't stand it. Now, on top of that, you're telling me you're not attracted to him. Maybe I'm shallow, right? But I think especially to somebody who is my boyfriend, I need to be attracted to them. Like, am I tripping? Yo, tell me, am I, is it too much to ask for an attractive boyfriend? I would really need whoever my boyfriend would be to be attractive, at least to me. That's just what makes the most sense to me. Like, because if I don't find you attractive, like, I don't want you to touch me. I don't know how you're doing it. From what I'm understanding, he's not cute and he tries to control you by telling you the things you can and cannot wear. From me, à la poubelle. You guys know that guy on TikTok. À la poubelle, à la poubelle. If he da-da-da-da, à la poubelle, you gotta go. And if you're not gonna do it for yourself, think of the future. If you want to have kids in the future, think of your kids. Why do you want to put his genetics into the mix? Cause come on, girl, think about your kids. You need to maximize their potential, and he's not doing that. Thank you so much. Hello Cheyenne, are you dating? Can you date a broke guy? So I believe it's this girl called Kenza. She was also doing a Q&A and she also was asked that question. And instead of answering that question, I'm just gonna roll the clip because what she said is me, for real. Roll the clip, please.
You won't date a broke guy. I probably wouldn't because I'm not broke. Oh yeah, if a broke guy has ambitions and wants to get somewhere, then I would date him. I'm lying. I will not. I'm sorry. Like, no. I'm not a broke girl, so why should I date a broke guy? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Next question. So this question is really good and really important for the summertime as well. What sunscreen do you recommend? I'm looking like a ghost with this white cast. Okay. When it comes to sunscreen, the sunscreen brands I will stick beside is Garnier and Bondi Sands. Now for Garnier, it's the Super UV. It is SPF 50+. It's super lightweight, which I like, but the only problem is, I don't know if anyone else experiences this, when I rub it into my skin, I feel like a weird stinging sensation. But if I pat it into my skin, I don't feel anything. So I do use this. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It's super lightweight, breathable. It also leaves your skin looking very nice. But I can't, for some reason, I don't know why, but rubbing it in, I don't know if it's maybe an ingredient that I'm sensitive to, I don't know. But it's weird because like, yeah, rubbing it in, it burns, like it stings, I want to say, but it doesn't like make my skin red or anything. It just feels uncomfortable. But then if I just pat it into my face, I'm Gucci. It's a weird thing, but then it also doesn't bother me because I don't rub it in. So this is one of my faves. The next one, which I honestly have no complaints about whatsoever, is the Bondi Sands. I go between the lotion and the fluid with the Bondi Sands. I just finished this fluid, so I moved on to the lotion. The lotion is much lighter on the skin, and which is what I prefer for summertime. Super lightweight on the skin, but leaves it very glowy. It is also SPF 50. Very nice. I love the packaging. It comes in a pump bottle. It lasts me a long time. I highly recommend it. They're also very affordable, both of them. I will link them down below, but these are my goated SPFs. No white cast whatsoever. No matter how much you put, especially with this one, no matter how much you put, there is no white cast. Goated. Let me sit up for this one because this is some tea. Okay. Hey Shay, I'm in a dilemma. Oh, not hey Siri, get out. Okay. I'm in a dilemma. I have a guy who asked me to be his girlfriend. He's Christian, loving, and caring. However, I have two concerns. He's a bit of a mama's boy. Every conversation seems to circle back to his mom. And he's 33 years old. He's financially stable, good looking and caring, but he lacks experience in intimate activities, making it feel mechanical when he tries. What should I do? My biggest fear in life is dealing with a mama's boy. Let's start there. What do you mean every conversation seems to circle back to his mom? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And by conversation, do you mean like regular conversation, or do you mean like arguments? Is he like comparing you to his mom? Or is he like, oh, but my mom said... Your mom said what? It's me and you in this conversation. What does your mom have to do with it? Oh, guys. I can't. What do you mean every conversation goes back to his mom? He's 33 years of age. I think being a mama's boy is a red flag. That is my personal opinion. There's a difference between having a good relationship with your mother, which I hope that whoever you're with has a good relationship with their mother. Very good, well and dandy. But if we argue and you talk about your mom, oh no, my mom, no, oh but my mom does this, my mom does it. I'm not your mother. I'm not your mother. Are you in a relationship with your mom? No. So why is she always being brought up in this conversation? Because it's giving you want to be in a relationship with your mother. It's giving he's in love with his mom. That's the real tea. He doesn't know it. He's in denial. But if every thought, everything, thing is, oh, but my mom would do this, You're saying every conversation seems to circle back to his mom. Deep that for me, please, as the audience. Let's really digest that. Why? Why is every conversation circling back to his mother? Because he's in love with his mom. And he doesn't know it. He doesn't want a girl like his mom. He wants his mom. Unfortunately. And in that case, from what I've seen, what I've heard, in those types of situations, you can never win. Because if you're not acting as his mother, you're acting the wrong way. So, whew, it's a very tough situation. I personally wouldn't accept to be his girlfriend unless I saw a change of some sort. But for mama's boys, it's very difficult to get a change from him, because most of the time even the mom is encouraging that mama's boy behavior. Because guess what? the mom is also in love with the son. It's tough. It's a very tough situation. So I personally wouldn't put myself in that. Y'all let me know, am I tripping? But that's my own thoughts on that. The other thing you said, he lacks experience in intimate activities. I just feel like that would come with time spent together, learning about each other more. I feel like that would improve. But the main issue, you shouldn't have even brought that up, because there's a bigger issue at hand. There's a bigger issue at hand. He's 33, financially stable, good looking and caring. Okay, okay, that's good. That sounds amazing, actually. But that mama's boy thing, girl, unless that issue is sorted out, I wouldn't move forward in being his girlfriend, because it's gonna come and bite you. And can I tell you where it's gonna come? When you guys have a wedding, right? And your mom is the one picking everything and you can't say anything. She wants these flowers, she wants that decor, she wants this cake, and your husband is like, yeah, my mom likes it, so that's what we're gonna do. Hey! Couldn't be me. You have to really reflect and see what you're willing to do, because he has a lot of good qualities, but it's what you're willing to sacrifice for this man. And for me, it's looking like a lot, but it's for you to decide. You're the one who knows him, you're the one who knows his situation with his mother. I'm gonna leave it to you to make the big girl decision, but you know where I stand. Yo, okay. This one, ooh, okay. A fake friend, but no one else seems to see the fakeness. Girl. You know, sometimes it's so difficult when you have your third eye open and no one is seeing what you're seeing. I have people who can vouch. My third eye is open. I have, for some reason, I am very sensitive to the vibrations. Something that I've had ever since I was young, and my older cousins tell me this all the time, but it's like, I would literally meet someone and in 5 seconds I'm just like, because the vibe is off, right? And they would always be like, oh no, Shan, they're fine, Couple months down the line, they show their true colors and they'll say, bro, you called it. And I'm like, I called it from the beginning. The vibes were off. Sometimes, yeah, they reveal their true colors after months. For one case, very famous case in my family, it took, I think it was maybe 6 years. Colors finally came out. I said, dude, y'all called me crazy. Y'all called me crazy. And one thing about me is I'll say, I'm not gonna say to the fake person because I don't even want to be in the same room as that fake person. But if my friends ask me my opinion, I'm not gonna pretend. I'm gonna say, girl, the vibes are not there. It's a Rwandan thing. The translation is basically our blood doesn't mix. It really doesn't. So in those situations where there's one fake person and only I can see it, I make sure to like let it be known to my friends, hey guys, careful around this character. I don't trust them. Okay, we have a very simple question here. Summer fragrance, question mark. I'm going to share with you guys my fave new combo. This is Zara fragrance that I got recently. It is the Peach Glow. Super fruity and nice. It has grapefruit, peach, some florals, very fresh, very nice, clean perfume. Absolutely love this. I spoke about this in my most recent video, which you guys should see. It's like my summer maintenance vlog. Really enjoying this, as you guys can see, combined with my mcmicheal Eden Juicy Apple. combination. Both of them individually are really good summer fragrances, but together I feel like they complement each other really well. And how I know it's good, literally my dad was like, what perfume is that you have on? And I showed him and he's like, I'm gonna buy you another bottle. I said, period. That was all the confirmation that I needed. These smell amazing. I highly recommend them and I will link them down below. So that is it for this girl talk. We spoke about a lot of different things, but I really enjoyed myself and I hope you did as well. Get involved in the conversation by commenting some of your opinions in the comments down below. I also highly recommend you guys trying out Skillshare. Use the link down below. It's gonna help you with not only your hobbies but like school stuff. It can help you learn how to code, like so many different lessons on that. So definitely check it out. I really feel like it would be good for you. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like. It really helps out my channel. And also remember that any product that I mentioned in this video will be linked down below. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you in my next one.